MizzyWorld Entertainment is here to present another episode of MadMizzy Sports. We are the hosts. I am Mad Mizzy, Quant Show Love, and Ron Money in the building. What's the deal, fellas?
What's going on, everybody? And a special shout out to the chat. Y'all know I gotta get a chat. Some
Yes,
what's
sir.
up,
Somebody got
guys?
to turn their joint on in the background. You know what I mean? Somebody got to turn their joint down.
Huh?
All right, that's cool. What's good,
What's
Ron Money?
happening?
What's the deal? What's the deal?
What's happening? What's going on? What's going on? It's all right. It's all right. It was all right day. You know what I'm saying? It was all right day.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You got another message for him, Q, before we jump into the rundown?
Yeah, guys. Again, special shout out to the chat. You know we love the chat, but guys, if you looking to support the machine, which is the Mad Mizzy Sports Show, y'all can always do that through the Cash App, $ what up squad. Again, the official Cash App of the Mad Mizzy Sports Show is $ what up squad, and that's what it
Yes,
is.
sir. Yes, sir. Always in the comment section as well for specific spelling and for the folks that jump in later on and might not catch the message. You dig what I'm saying? But y'all already know what it is. Before we jump into the rundown, make sure y'all hit that subscribe button, that alert button, that like button, that share button, and get ready to comment on all the topics because we want to know what y'all thinking just as much as what we thinking. You dig what I'm saying? And we started off where we ended off our Monday episode, and that is with the NBA games that came on yesterday, the NBA playoff games, and that was the Pistons starting it off with the Pistons holding on to pull out a win in New York. What was y'all take away from that game?
Yeah, man. I knew the but first and foremost, let me say shout out to the Pistons. Well deserved win. You know what I'm saying? Anytime you beat a team that's a higher seed than you, like the Knicks is the higher seed, right?
Yep.
Yeah, anytime you beat a higher seed, you know what I'm saying, in their home, that should be applauded. So shout out to the Pistons. But as far as the game is concerned, they pulled out one. I didn't think that was gonna happen. I thought the Knicks was gonna get 2 wins at home. I thought Detroit was gonna get 2 wins at home, but I knew this was gonna go to but did I no, I had the Knicks in six. I'm lying. I'm lying. I thought their superstars wasn't going, show up, but they did. You know what I'm saying? Cade Cunningham is a boss, bona
Hmm.
fide stud, you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
He led his team to the win in New York, a place where a lot of people don't think that visiting teams don't come in and play well, but Detroit has something to say. You know what I'm saying? They got that win, and I will say this: I got to go back on my Knicks and six. This is looking like a Knicks and seven situation. You know what I'm saying? In terms of how that game looked yesterday, it's looking like a Knicks and seven. But if Detroit somehow come out and win this series, I won't be surprised though because Detroit is the team of the season. You know what I'm saying? They a team that's built on grit and they got like a lot of like what's the perfect analogy? You know them dogs that like strays, but like quality strays. They got a lot of quality
You said
strays on
quality
Detroit.
trees.
Yeah, because they got guys like Malik Beasley, who was a
Yeah.
who was
Journeyman.
he was a quality journeyman though. You know what I'm saying? He put work in on his
Hmm.
previous teams. You got guys like Tim Hardaway, another quality
Right.
journeyman.
Right.
So you
Facts.
put them. You got Tobias Harris, another. I don't know how much quality he is, but he get paid like he's a quality journeyman. You know what I'm saying?
A
So you
top
got
quality,
three
an elite
elite
journeyman. That's what he
quality. So
get.
you
That
got
that
three
that's what
guys
he get paid
there
like.
with the pairing of Jalen Duran and Cade Cunningham and the Thompson twins. So they got a nice team and they've been showing up all season. That's why they in this position. So shout out to the Pistons again. And they definitely won a game that I thought, the Knicks should have had in the bag. But Ryan, what you think, Ryan?
What was your
Yeah.
takeaway?
Yeah. A great win, man. Great win
Hmm.
because coming out of game one, ending that game, when you thought you had stole one, and now you had to finish that game because you didn't want to lose that game, and then you could have been up the series 2-0. But coming out that
Hmm.
win, it was a great win, man. And you can't score a point in the fourth quarter in game one, but so they needed that win. So I like what I seen. Cade Cunningham, man, I think I think this is where he made his name at of being one of the top rising guards in the East. And I was having a conversation with one of these guys on my block about how I think Jalen Brunson is the best guard in the East, and it looked like he trying to make a name for himself. Man, that boy could defend, he could play, he could shoot, he could rebound. Had 13 rebounds yesterday, man. And that's just it
Hmm
was just impressive, man. And that team just like to play, man. They so young. Great coaching by JB Bookerstaff all season. He's out. He definitely out coaching Tibbs. I don't
Yeah.
understand what's going on over there in New York, but I'm gonna get to it. Um, One of these stars not showing up, and he was showing up all season. Cat, I don't know where he was at in game two, but you basically lost this game for the Knicks. 11 points. We only had what, like 11 field goals. Like, come on, bro. You this not Cat. You averaging 25 all year, and now you want to put up
hmm
11 points in the playoffs. Like, come on, Cat. You're drawing. You're drawing. But this is definitely a series I see going seven. The better team going to win the final game. I think will be the Knicks because I just think they're the better team. But this Detroit team, man, they definitely they definitely here. You know me, I like to say on the rise like Harlem, but no, this team is here. These kids gonna be a record in the East in the next couple of years,
So
man.
real quick, did you pick you picked Detroit to win this game?
That's how I did.
Oh, so shout out to Ron Money for being on the money with a pick. You know what I'm saying? We gotta show love here at the MadMizzy Sports Show. Ron went Knicks and Ron with Pistons to win in New York. I went New York, so shout out to Ron Money for being on the money.
They definitely should be up 2-0, but 1-1 going back to Detroit. I mean, that crowd it's gonna be a tough atmosphere for the New York to win, man. These guys ain't witnessed a playoff game in 15 years. That crowd gonna be amped. Hopefully
hmm
they can get through the adversity, man. But it's gonna be if you any Knicks fan, what that Knicks fan that was talking trash back in November or whenever it was, where you watching? You better be very worried. You better be very worried because they can easily be down 3-1 going back to the Madison. So I
Yeah, it's
see it
gonna be
going
a long
seven.
series. It's gonna be
I
a
see
long
it going
series.
seven, but they could definitely be down 2 games going back to New York, man.
hmm Yeah. My takeaway, it's definitely a physical series right now, and they it's two bullies, and right now the Pistons getting the better of them. They was dominating game one, and they was dominating game two. Yeah, they had the Knicks had a little push, but at the end of the day, you had Cade Cunningham that kept us cool, got the buckets when they needed to. You had a real clutch three that came from Schroeder down the stretch, but Ron touched on it. Cat not showing up as well. I mean, they need you. You feel what I'm saying? Three attempts in the second half. That's just
That's not
that's you can't win with that type of basketball. You feel what I'm saying? And you got Tobias Harris that's sticking you. He's 6'8", bro. He's a three. You supposed to be a bona fide 4 or 5, bro. You feel what I'm saying? 7 foot. You feel what I'm saying? So you got to take advantage of that, and he's not. So if that's not going to be implemented, and then right now Tibbs is known to only rely on his starting lineup, and right now it's looking like it's wearing them dudes down. You playing Cameron Payne for 4 minutes, like Landry Shamet for 5 minutes. Like you got to give these dudes some time because it's looking like
fair.
your guys is running out of gas, and this the second game. This the second game. You feel what I'm saying? I feel like the Pistons probably gonna get stronger. They a young team. They was just figuring it out, and they came in. They threw the first punch. Now a 21-point run by the Knicks. We probably not gonna see that for the rest of the series. You feel what I'm saying? But that's how they lost the first game, and then they held them off in the second game. Now if they start off the third game and they boat race them because they don't give up a lead at all, oh the Knicks
Right,
better be sweating fucking bullets. You know what I'm saying? Because they ain't been showing up. They've been showing up for runs and spurts, while the
right,
Pistons been consistent throughout this
right,
series so far. So, listen,
right.
man, we all had the Knicks. So, I mean, I don't know. They got to turn it around. I mean, we had the formula, but when you implement that formula, that means those players got to play like that. You feel what I'm saying? So, we gonna
Right.
speak on LeBron and the Lakers coming on later on tonight, but Cat, come moving forward. Listen, you got to dominate. You can't have a 6'8" guarding you, bro. You just can't. You feel what I'm saying? So we'll see how it worked. But listen, the Pistons is a tough team, and they making it real hard on New York right now.
Well, shout out to Miz because that's a good point you made about Tibbs running his stars to the ground, man. That's one knock on Tibbs is that he overcompensate with his starters and hopefully they don't flame out in the first round because if they do, it won't be no second round. And if they flame out in the first round, Tibbs got to go. But I ain't gonna start that. I'm gonna let them get through this series because I do
Hmm
believe ultimately the Knicks gonna win it. But this whole playing your starters 40 an excessive of 40 plus 42 minutes a game, man. There's only
Yep.
48 minutes in the game, bro. So let's get some
Mm.
fresh legs in there. You know what I'm saying? More often, but you know, yeah, to stop, don't burn your guys out, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a marathon. It ain't no sprint. It's a marathon too. But I'm
He
sure
was
you
mad
heard that.
he was mad at him for playing him for that long in the regular season. Like, bro, like we need a
Yeah,
break.
That's his modus operandi. That's his MO. That's what he known for, bro. You feel what I'm saying?
yeah.
He don't go deep in his bench. You feel what I'm saying? Like throughout the regular season or the playoffs. So, I mean, we're gonna see how it pan out. I think in game three and how they looking in game three is gonna be very, very important. You feel what I'm saying? They got to punch back in Detroit. You know what I'm saying? They've been getting punched on, in my opinion.
Yeah,
All
they
good
get both these
points.
in game three, man. It's gonna get ugly, man. It's gonna get
Oh
ugly.
yeah,
Yeah.
It's a
oh
must
yeah.
win going forward. That's gonna be a must win.
Well, we gotta see what game three look like first, but definitely agree with that one. Clippers outlast Denver last night, though, man. What was y'all take away from that game? 105, 102.
Yo, ultimately, man, this one was a complete shocker to me. Not because the Clippers ain't, capable of being a team like Denver, but I gave that poetic reason of why I thought the Nuggets was going to come out and win yesterday, and I was all wrong. I was all wrong. So shout out to me for being wrong, guys. You know what I mean? I ain't mad at it, but you know, the Clippers, man, the Clippers got something to say when they led by Kawhi with the James Harden on the Robin tip, but they look serious when they play well, man. They could beat just about anybody. You know what I'm saying? Especially everybody out, anybody, any team out west, any formidable teams out west. But shout out to the Clippers. They did their thing. They could have had the first game. You know what I'm saying? They let that one go. They let the Nuggets creep back up in the game, and they stole game one. Well, not really stole game one, but they held down game one. But game two, the Clippers definitely was able to close this one out. It was still a close one, but they was able to close this one out, and
Hmm.
they putting their flag down as one of the big bosses out west. I will say this though, man. It's guys like Jokic though that gives his team the feeling that as long as Jokic gonna always put forth a decent effort. I mean, the ball went 4 for 8 from three, 50% from three, a center. You know what I'm saying? It's not
Right.
really in his. Can he make 4 threes on any given game? Yeah, but is it really in his repertoire to jack up 8 threes in a game? Jokic?
Nah.
I thought that was rare. For me, that was rare to see Jokic put up
Yeah.
8 threes. You know what I'm saying? But he
Hmm.
did it in efforts to help his team win. You know what I'm saying? By any means possible, he was out there trying to really help his team win. Shout out to
Hmm.
Jamal Murray. He made 4 threes yesterday. So the effort from the Nuggets, you know what I mean, didn't go unnoticed. It's just that, the Clippers with their defense, they rebounding. Zubac out there, 15 rebounds down there, 15 points, a nice double double. You got
Hmm.
Harden out there with his assists, and he made 4 threes. So it was a complete team effort on both sides of the ball from both
Hmm.
teams. But the Clippers
Yep.
was able to outlast the Nuggets. So shout out to the Clippers. I definitely got the Clippers winning this series too, guys. What I got, Clippers in 6 or Clippers in 7. But either way, I know I got the Clippers winning this series.
Yeah, we all took the Clippers in that series too.
Yeah. But go
Yeah,
ahead,
man.
Ryan.
My takeaway from this game was just Kawhi Leonard. You know what I'm saying? it,
Balls.
it, he just missed 4 shots. He was 14
Claw.
from
That's what it seemed like. He wasn't missing.
yeah, he wasn't missing. You know what I'm saying? 39 points performance. You know what I'm saying? He was just and he was literally doing both things both on the court. So
Hmm.
he was effective on both sides of the court. He held
Yep.
whoever he was guarding to the two out of 12 field goals. So you give me this Kawhi Leonard out of 9 out of 10, they might be the best team in the West right now. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. They clearly could. This another team that should be up 2-0 in their series, but it's 1-1. Let's see how this series playing out. But if Denver don't find anything to slow down Kawhi Leonard, it might get ugly in LA because you still got Norman Powell, you still got other guys like Bogdanovich that's gonna get cooking in LA, man. And you got these Bulls know how to shoot in LA, man. If Denver don't find out how to play physical basketball, this might get this another series that might could get ugly, man.
Yeah, I
And I
agree.
want to
I
see
Right.
that.
agree.
I want to see that, man. I want to see some good basketball. What we've been seeing so far in the NBA playoffs, but I like everything I've seen out of the Clippers. This is another team I went with yesterday, so I spanked the board yesterday with the two teams winning. Shout out to Ron Money, you know what I'm saying? But I like what I
Two and
seen
zero
out of
last night.
I like what I seen out of the Clippers, and I got this. I got the Clippers in 6 on paper, so I got to ride with the Clippers.
Right, right. Okay. I mean, I like what I saw, but I don't know. I don't know if this joint gonna get ugly though. I like what I saw from both teams. Kind of like what Quantz was saying when he was talking about the effort from the Nuggets. Like you got 15 and 15 from Michael Porter Jr. You got
Yeah,
23 from Jamal Murray. You got 26 from Jokic. It's those
yeah,
turnovers. They gotta take care of the ball. 20
yeah,
Yeah,
turnovers and Jokic had 7 of those. You get what I'm saying? So
yeah.
as long as
Yeah,
they can take care of the ball, I feel like it's gonna be a back and forth series. You get what I'm saying? Just because like Q said, you got one dude on one side that is willing to do what it takes to
to win.
push his team over the top and Jokic, and he got the skill to do it. You feel what I'm saying? And then we got another player on the other side that's willing to do what it takes to push his team over the top, and he got the skill to do it. So for me, like you said, and what you said, Kawhi, man. I mean, to me, when he's healthy, bro, I know we like to give this title to AE, and I agree. Like AE is now like the Jordan next dude, but before we saw AE, like once Kawhi hit that dominant stage, he seemed
the
like
Jordan
Jordan to me.
effect.
You
He
feel what I'm
definitely got the
saying?
Jordan
Like,
effect.
bro, like
Yeah,
he
yeah,
like his defensive paralysis, his efficiency when he shoots the ball, and then when he comes to the rim, he's slamming on somebody's head. He's
yeah.
slamming on somebody's neck. You feel what I'm saying? So a Kawhi that's healthy, bro, it's got to be scary
Scary,
in the West. It's
scary,
got to be
very
scary in
scary,
the West, in my opinion. You feel what I'm saying?
super
So,
scary.
and you were saying you want to see what you call it? You want to see you said you were saying in the group that you wanted to see the Grizzlies and the
Yeah,
and the Timberwolves, and that
yeah,
was before the Grizzlies got their ass kicked. Just for the fans out there, that was before the Grizzlies got their ass kicked. You feel what I'm saying? And I get why, because you want to see Ja versus AE, but if
yeah,
we got the Clippers and the Timberwolves, man,
yeah.
that'd be
That'd
a
be a good one.
crazy joint. You feel what I'm
But
saying?
I want to
So
speak to the point you made about the Clippers creating turnovers against the Nuggets. That's the blueprint when you want to beat the
hmm
Nuggets. You
hmm
gotta rattle Jokic, and
hmm
you said he was the root cause for at least 7 turnovers, right?
seven seven
Yeah, so you
turnovers
definitely want
on
to rattle
Jokic.
Jokic, and if you could rattle their nucleus, you could pull out wins, which the Clippers did. I mean, I'm sure Nuggets fans might feel like the Clippers was playing overzealous and hacking out there, but if you just a casual NBA fan and you just there just watching, not being on one side or the other, that was just hard defense. That was just good defense on the behalf of the Clippers, and
For
they
sure.
did what they needed to do to secure a win. So shout out to the Clippers for bossing up. Because if you play a team like the Celtics in the finals, we
Mm,
could expect a very physical finals because the
yep.
Celtics ain't letting nobody come in and bully them. It just ain't gonna
Nope.
happen. Celtics
Yep.
play rough. And I'm a Sixers fan speaking on behalf of the Celtics. You know what I'm saying? I watch,
Mm.
and I'm saying, and the Celtics they play physical. So it's going to have to be a physical playing team if you got our plans on winning the NBA Finals this year over the Celtics.
And you can't miss 8 free throws. They missed
Yep.
8 free throws, so
That's another
they
solid
they,
point, Ryan. Shout out to
they
Ryan.
made half of their free throws. They win the game. They only lost by 3.
Yep.
Yeah,
Exactly.
or
You ain't
come
even
back
got to make
on
all of them. Make
three
5 free throws.
turnovers.
You feel what I'm saying? Make five
Yeah,
of those that you missed. You feel what I'm saying? But like you said, that's a high number of free throws to miss in a playoff game, and
yeah, it is.
every bucket counts. You dig what I'm saying? Every point counts. So,
Every bucket counts, chat.
yep. Yep. You feel what I'm saying? So, listen, man, we gonna see. I think it's gonna be a dogfight, though. I think that's gonna be
Oh, it
one of the
is.
best
Oh, it
series.
is.
And it's like to chime in or to add to your point about the physicality, that's been across the playoffs. You get what I'm saying? It's been
Yeah,
ratcheted up. You feel what
yeah,
I'm saying? Like this
Yeah,
is that it's that NBA playoff, that
yeah,
90s NBA playoff feel. You feel what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like they check and do, and ain't nobody bitching for real, for real. Ain't nobody
No,
out there asking for calls or nothing like that because they seeing that nobody getting them jumps.
Derek
So
White
it's
lost
ball.
teeth. Derek White
yeah,
lost teeth behind the NBA playoffs, and he got
Yeah.
himself an NBA Finals championship. So
Yep.
if y'all watch Derek White, if y'all can learn anything from Derek White, man, sometimes you gotta look like a hockey player if you want to ring. If you really want to ring, you might
Yep.
gotta
got
risk
down.
looking like a
Oh,
hockey player. You know what I mean? Which is losing a
Facts.
couple teeth on the sake of the team
they got
mission.
Facts.
down.
You know what I'm
Oh,
saying? So shout out to
got down.
Derek White for always playing relentless and being
I
relentless.
remember that game. I remember that game.
Yeah, it's stuck
And he
right
got
on
his tooth
the.
knocked out this year because he still ain't get it all the way fixed. I
Yeah,
remember
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Can you
Let's get
name
into our
anything you
predictions.
real quick? Can y'all name anything y'all willing to lose teeth over?
Ooh. I
That's what
mean,
I'm
you in the
saying.
NBA,
So
so you can fix that the next day. You feel what I'm saying? Same night, possibly. So, I mean, I don't know if I can get it back. Yeah, man, I'll be
yeah,
willing to. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
I'm willing enough to sacrifice my team. Yeah,
you
yeah.
Yeah,
sacrificing teeth for what?
I mean, for a championship.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay.
yeah, for sure, for sure. You know what I'm saying? A world title or something? Because I don't know. I mean, shoot, that's a rarity in basketball to have to lose a tooth. But I mean, in boxing, you might definitely have to lose a tooth, or I don't know, something else, a combat sport. You feel what I'm saying? So
Right.
I don't know. But you already in that mentality if you in that type of, you know what I'm saying, sport, that field. You feel what
To
I'm
win the
saying? But
championship, it might be
or
worth
even
it.
like you said, I mean, like Ronnie Lott, that's one of the infamous stories in the NFL about him, you know what I'm saying, getting his pinky cut off just to play in the Super Bowl, you feel what I'm saying, instead of sitting out and letting it heal. So it's about what are you willing to sacrifice for them Jones, you feel what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? And he ain't getting that pinky back. I think that's the top of his John, you feel what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
I
cut it
don't know,
off.
for facts.
I would have
I'm
been like,
playing, baby.
all right, look, I can't go back in, coach.
Listen, baby. It's my pinky, man.
Shout out to Ronnie Lott, man.
Facts. You feel what I'm saying? Dudes go through a lot though. A lot of dudes. You know what I'm saying?
We
T.O.,
lost
one of the
one
most
to the
infamous
cause.
Super Bowls. You feel what I'm saying? They had no clue how my man came back on that broken leg. You feel what I'm saying? So yeah, man. A lot of stories about that. Just that adrenaline getting you through. But all right, let's get into the predictions before we end off our Tuesday night episode. We got the Bucks Pacers on right now. Pacers up 40-30 end of the first quarter. Who y'all going with? Y'all switching up y'all picks? What's going on? What's going on?
No. Pacers in six.
Okay.
So that
Yeah,
means the
no.
You
Pacers got to win tonight. For the
I'm gonna
Pacers
go.
to win the six, they got to
I'm
win
still
tonight.
going to Bucks in seven. You know what I'm saying? Look, because there's another series that could go 50-50. You know what I'm saying? They go back home. They gotta win those two games. You don't want to go. You don't want to go back to Indiana try to win another game. You know what I'm saying? No, you don't want to do that.
I mean,
Tie the
Hey,
series up.
chat. Pacers in six, chat.
I'm gonna still go Bucks in seven, but I'm not liking what I'm seeing. Ain't Dame out there? What's going on?
he said, "What's going on?" He ain't even take. I think he took like two shots so far. You feel what I'm saying? I guess he warming up,
Warming
but
up.
like we were saying, like if you been out for a month, it's hard to expect like that first game back you're gonna be that same person. You feel what I'm saying? We done seen it with a bunch of dudes. You get what I'm saying? You need a little startup time. You feel what I'm saying? So hopefully they can make it a game. I mean, 10 points is nothing in the NBA now. You feel what I'm saying? So still early, still a lot of time. I'm a I'm gonna go with the Pacers. I mean, I'm gonna go with the Bucks. I still got the Bucks in six. But I think the Pacers will still win in Milwaukee, so I think the Bucks got to still win in Indiana to still make that six. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go with the Bucks for the night.
I'm gonna go with the Bucks. Those are must win. You can't go down. I mean, you really can, but like I said, you don't want to go down 0-2 going back
Right.
home. Must wins, you because those are clearly must wins when you go back
Yeah.
home.
You
But
drop one of them games and you in trouble coming back to Indiana. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
back. So I'm gonna go with the Bucks in seven, like I said on paper. So I'm gonna stick with the Bucks. Giannis, Giannis, the Greek freak. You know what I'm saying? He
Yeah.
gonna pull it out for me on the MadMizzy
Okay.
Sports show. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Okay. And then we got the Grizzlies at the Thunder. I don't know why they got this game on, man. It's like, no, hopefully we get a good game tonight. Hopefully Josh show up, man. Please. Who y'all going with, man? Y'all giving the Grizzlies a chance, a
I don't
shot?
know why. I don't know why it's me, man. Why I gotta be quiet, show love? It's just something in my heart that just say Grizzlies. Because a lot of people, I've been talking to a lot of people, you know what I mean? I'm sure y'all have been talking to a lot of people, and a lot of people was under thinking that the Thunder, outside of Celtics, has probably got the best chance to sweep their, opponent. But I
Hmm.
just think Josh not no chump, man. He ain't no sucker. Like I said, episode or two ago, Josh, you gotta bring back the imaginary guns, man. Do what you gotta do. I don't want to
Whatever
see
you
no
got to
more.
do.
I don't want to see no more 50-point blowouts, man. You too thorough
Hmm.
of a player. You too good of a player to just be getting blown out. It's not a game where it's you out there by yourself with a bunch of bench players. You out there with your starting five. Y'all not liking nothing, Josh. Y'all still getting blown out by 50. Like I said, hopefully it's just a thing of the past. But I'm inclined to bet with the Grizzlies. Not that they're gonna win the game. Not even that they going not get swept, but I'm betting that they're gonna cover the spread tonight. You know what I'm saying? The spread last time I looked was about 14 or 15. I think
Mhm.
they lose tonight. I do think they lose tonight, but not by nothing drastic. You know what I'm saying? I'm expecting big
Okay.
things from Ja. I'm expecting big things from
They down
Desmond
11
Bain.
already.
You said they down 11 right now?
Yep.
Well, well, well,
Spread went
well,
up to
well.
17 and a half.
Hey, yo, man, did you do that just to solely punch a hole in my argument, bro? Or was you looking out for your boy
I was
Quadronia?
looking out for you, bro. I wanted to check. I didn't even know they was playing. I didn't know they tipped off yet. For real, for real.
Yeah,
Well,
I
those
you
didn't
know
even know they
what,
tipped
man?
off yet.
Here at the MadMizzy Sports Show, we sending out good vibes to the Memphis Grizzlies. Like I
Yeah,
said,
they
not
can
that they're
still
going to
make a
win,
run.
not that they're going to win, not that they're not going to not get swept, but that they're going to at least cover the spread tonight, guys, which was about 14, 15, I believe, at the beginning.
Shoot,
But I
18
do
points.
got.
That's good right there.
Hey,
Let's
Ryan, your man
listen.
being funny, Ryan. Your man still being funny.
No,
But
listen.
but yeah, I just want them to cover the spread. I don't think they're gonna win. I'm still betting on SGA in the game. I just want them to cover the spread. Come on, John, you better than that. Desmond
yeah, no,
Bain too. Desmond Bain better than that too. We gotta put Bain up there because they like a Batman
yeah,
For
Robin, right?
sure. For
yeah,
sure. For sure.
yeah, no, man. My take on this game is, like, give me faith to even pick y'all in this series. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know I'm not even gonna bring up game one. You can't. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. If your top superstar got to bring out some, we know you ain't pussy job. We know that. You know what I'm saying? We know you ain't no sucker. You dealt with
You
guns.
ain't
You
no
know,
sucker. You ain't no mark out here.
no Mark. You know what I'm saying? You ain't no little boy. We know that job. But give us some faith. You know what I'm saying? Give us
They lose
something.
by 50 again. He
I can see
might
them
be.
winning. I can see them still in the game. You know what I'm saying? Give us something. You know what I'm saying? I
Cause
don't want to see. I mean, 20 points, all right. Don't get blown out by 30 after getting blown out by 51. You know what I'm saying? They lose this game by 30. Bring the
it's
brooms
over.
out. Bring the brooms out. Bring,
I mean, I feel
get
like get the brooms ready regardless. That's what
I'm
I
going
feel
right into
like.
Kenny Smith mode.
You feel
It's
what I'm
over.
saying? But I'm
It's
You know,
like
over.
you, like I mean, give us some type of hope that you can at least cover the spread. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Give the
Right.
betting fans some of that hope at least. You feel what I'm saying for one of these games. You feel what I'm saying? Show up, baby.
up, man.
Damn.
That was an
You feel
embarrassment
me?
game. That was an embarrassment game one. You know what I'm saying? And I can't have that happening right now. I love all these games right now, and I can't have that right. We can't see another blowout game. We can't.
Mhm.
It's not good for the NBA.
Not good basketball that's going on around these blowouts. You get what I'm saying? Even with the Magic game, like they had it for the first half.
Yeah,
The
man.
Thunder was cooked in the first quarter, bro. Damn.
Yeah. The Thunder definitely was cooking in the first quarter for sure.
You know what I'm saying? So
That's just how I feel about it. At least give us faith. Give us some faith of being like, yeah, that nigga's still a game. Because if y'all get mopped
facts.
up to 25 over 20, bring the brooms out. Right here on the
Yeah.
MadMizzy Sports Show. If the Grizzlies lose
Pass the
tonight, get about
sticks.
40 or more. Bring the brooms out on the
And that would
MadMizzy Sports.
completely void everything I said about being 8 quality teams in the playoffs on both sides. If y'all get swept, that means y'all wasn't a quality team. Y'all had the bluff
Yeah.
game. Y'all had your bluff game heavy. You know what I mean? Wasn't nothing quality
Especially
about y'all. But the only
facts.
excuse, Miz, you spoke on it the last episode, I believe, was the whole trading, firing the coach right before the playoffs started. I mean, we could lean in
Yeah.
on that,
Yeah.
but you was only able to get fired because y'all wasn't a quality team. That's why your ass got
Yeah.
fired. So
They fell from what? They was like second or third in the Western Conference, and then
I
they fell
thought
all the way
so.
to
I
the
thought
eighth. You feel
so.
what I'm saying? Yeah, they was
Yep.
having a good year to start off the season, but I don't know what happened to them. You feel what I'm
Me
saying?
neither.
But
Me neither.
hopefully they can at least keep it close tonight. I'm gonna agree with everybody else. I'm going with the Thunder though. You feel what I'm saying? But hopefully the Grizzlies can be competitive, man. I'm keeping an eye on that game. Hopefully I
Yeah.
don't regret this shit. Hopefully. You feel me? Let's get into the major game though. We know who Q going with, but I love his take, so I want to hear the take. And it's gonna be I know who Ron rocking with, but I want to hear his take as well. Timberwolves Lakers. Let's go, fellas.
Man, this one, I feel like the Lakers bounce back, but do that amount in a win, I don't know. But I do expect them to be, more so in the game. I don't I do expect for the Minnesota to cover the spread because I do believe Minnesota was the underdogs for this game, covering the 5.5 point spread. So me personally, I am taking Minnesota to at least cover the spread. I don't know if I'm picking them to win this game because like I said, man, I don't want to come out here and just and say a bunch of things to directly disrespect LeBron. But if you taking the Minnesota, like I'm taking Minnesota, how do you talk about them in a positive way without taking shots at LeBron? I mean, the reason why Minnesota won game one is because LeBron didn't show up. You know what I'm saying? Luka
For
showed up.
sure.
And maybe
For
we could
sure.
place the blame in some of the, in the hands of AR-15 too. But
Hmm.
we talking about LeBron, man. When we talk about the success of the Lakers and how far this team could go, we putting that right on the shoulders of LeBron. So I
Hmm.
guess I got to go against the thing I said I wasn't trying to do here on the MadMizzy Sports Show, which is they don't talk to LeBron. But I do think the Lakers pull out a win tonight. But I feel like they're going to win by 3 at the most. You know what I'm saying? My man AE is special. I mean, I expect him to show up and play well. I expect Nas Reed to show up and play well. I expect Rudy Gobert to do the same thing he did last game. Why would he change his game? Why would the
Yep.
Minnesota Timberwolves change anything that they
Anything, right,
did the first
right,
game?
right, right.
It's
Facts.
on the Lakers to
Facts.
adjust. It's not on us to adjust.
Facts.
Maybe if the
Yeah,
Lakers
Yep.
can
yeah,
convince and win, put us on the ropes, then enforce us to adjust. But as of today, I'm not changing the damn thing. You know what I'm saying? So, and if we get the same result, then I guess that is Minnesota winning again tonight. But right now, as a
right.
bad man, I don't even want to say as a bad man, just as a man who knows basketball and got faith in LeBron. Even though I got Minnesota winning the series, I do think LeBron at least win one game at home in LA. So I'm gonna ride with the Lakers tonight by 3 at the most.
Hey man, I completely agree with his take. Now I completely agree, but I
Don't do
want to
that,
take
Ryan, because my take yesterday sounded good, and I was wrong like shit, bro. I was wrong like shit. Let me jump out here on my own, Ryan. Let me be. Hey, I'm out there on my own today, Ryan. You can take
no.
the Lakers if you want,
He
bro.
That
said,
was
"Don't
just fact.
follow me today. I ain't
Yeah,
That,
feeling
don't
it."
that was
follow me
just fact.
today,
But I
man. I'm
want
a
to say,
lost man. I'm a
but I
lost
just
man.
want to say, I just want to say, if you Minnesota, you just come out with that same fire. You know what I'm saying? Because
Right.
you got to
Hmm.
to go up 2-0. You know what I'm saying? We already know what the Lakers got to do. This is a must win for the Lakers
It
because
is.
you don't want to go on the road down 2-0. You know what I'm saying? In a hostile environment. This team was
Yep.
in the
Yep.
Western Conference Finals. This
Yep.
team was in the Western Conference Finals last year, so you
Yep.
don't want to do that. So if you got a chance to punch them in their mouth, shit, that's just on the Lakers. Punch them in their mouth. You know what I'm saying? You heard what he
Yep.
said last night at the press
So do
conference.
you agree with me, Ryan? That is LeBron that got to show up, or are you looking for other players to show up?
Everybody has, yeah, LeBron, yeah, starting from LeBron to AR-15 to Vanderbilt to Gabe
Hmm.
Vincent, all of them
Yeah.
got to show up. Everybody has to show up. I don't think they got nobody personally to stop Rudy Gobert. So like you said, whatever they doing, whatever Minnesota doing, you don't change nothing. This is a huge adjustment on JJ Redick and the Lakers and his coaching staff. I mean,
Yep.
I get it. AR-15 wasn't knocking down shots. Gabe Vincent probably wasn't knocking down shots, but Minnesota had the complete team effort and they did what they needed to do and they won by they covered the spread. So, like I said, when Ant have his game, who's really going to stop this man? You know what I'm saying? You can't put Luka on him. You probably can't even put your best defender on it because I seen this boy literally smack shots with two people in his face. I seen that against my
Hmm.
Sixers. You know what I'm saying? I granted it was the Sixers. You know how bad the Sixers was this year, but come on, man. You know how hard it is to smack a shot with two people in your face, and he made it look super easy. Like, come on, bro. Like,
I mean,
don't give me
he's the 3-point champion this year. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying?
man.
As
Come
much as
on.
we talk about his athleticism and get to the rim, he was the 3-point champion this year. So that says a
You don't
lot
want
about how much
to.
his game has grown.
And I see this man having a 30, 40 game one of these
You
games.
keep
So,
saying that. You keep
no,
saying
he's
that. You waiting for the breakout game. So we all want to
so
watch the
good,
Man
bro.
Busy
He's
Sports
so
Show.
good.
We scouring. Ryan Money got a scouring to get on the Man Busy Sports Show,
But
guys.
this is a must win for the Lakers. So this is a
Yeah.
must win for the Lakers. So I'm taking the Lakers. I took the Lakers in 7. I got to ride with the Lakers show on the MadMizzy Sports Show.
What adjustments can they make?
AR-15 got to knock down at least. He got to knock down at least 4 threes. LeBron got to come out with that intensity of not losing. He have to. He have to have that intensity.
Yeah.
Hopefully they
He ain't
don't
gonna
get him
get
in
younger
foul
though.
trouble early. Hopefully
Definitely
that
don't get
intensity
younger.
don't get him in
Definitely
early
don't get
That's
foul
younger.
the
trouble.
only problem. He ain't gonna get younger. He ain't gonna get more spry. But
Right.
I agree with all y'all. With both of my guys here, man. Must win for the Lakers. Cannot go back to Minnesota down 0-2, losing the first two home games, especially knowing that this team is some killers, bro. When they smelled blood in the water last year against the Suns, they finished the job. They almost slipped up against the Nuggets. They almost, but they got it done. You feel what I'm saying? And then we all know what happened in the Western Conference Finals. But this team is prepared, and like Ron said, this ain't something that people are speaking on, but it's on JJ, man. And I saw him; he was pissed. And I think it was like the third quarter timeout going into the fourth, one of those timeouts. He was pissed. He was like his effort and it ain't really adjustments. No, it's some adjustments, bro. Sometimes you might have to get the fucking ball out of Luka's hands because it seemed like that might be a part of Minnesota plan of just letting Luka score and not letting nobody else get off. You feel what I'm saying? Because they run a bunch of ISO. So they like, listen, we got long defenders. We're gonna put Anthony Edwards on you. We're gonna put Jaden McDaniels on you. We're gonna make you take some tough shots. You Luka, you gonna get yours, but we ain't gonna come off of nobody else, and ain't nobody else gonna get off. So the Lakers got to figure out how to get everybody else involved. That's gonna be the chess match right there, and it's on JJ, man. It ain't. You can't just say, listen. I mean, it's on the players, and it ain't nothing schematic. Yeah, bro, it's some schematics you can do, bro. You feel what I'm saying? So you gotta figure it out, and like Ron said, I mean, they got to figure out who they gonna put on AE. You feel what I'm saying? I don't know who do they usually start the Lakers. Yeah, like they might have to bring in Vanderbilt. You feel what I'm saying? And as a starter, you feel what I'm saying? To at least combat Anthony
Right.
Edwards because I'm looking at they starting lineup. You gonna put Rui on him? Hell no.
No.
Luka? Fuck no.
No.
And Austin Reeves? Come
No.
on, bro. LeBron, that we know you don't want to do that because that's when Anthony Edwards play his best when he going up against some legends, bro. You feel what I'm saying? He
Legend
looks for
killer.
those moments.
Legend
He looks
killer.
for those moments. So listen, bro. I mean, Lakers make those adjustments, man. Figure out run some offense just outside of ISO. Dudes definitely got to play better, but I mean, they might have to make some defensive adjustments, just like how uh Minnesota still got Rudy out there for his size and his rebound and his defense.
Yeah.
The Lakers might need to supplement and put somebody in there for that defense. You feel what I'm saying? It can't just be all
Sometimes you got to
offense.
do stuff like that. You see what the Lakers did to what Chicago did to the Lakers in that first go around when they finally put Scottie Pippen on Magic. That was the changing.
Mhm.
That was the changing of the guard right there. It wasn't Michael on Magic. They put Scottie on Magic. You know what I mean? That's
Mhm.
that then they routed them. So sometimes you gotta look at your bench and see who
Look.
looking to come in and make a name for themselves. I agree with y'all.
Mhm.
Vanderbilt might gotta come off the bench and play AE early.
Yep. Yep.
Solely for sticking on AE hip. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying?
Mhm.
You can't run. You
Um.
can't run like how you was running all year in the regular season. This shit get crazy in the postseason, bro. Like you
Yep.
gotta do your homework. You know what I'm saying? And coaching is a
Matchups,
big part of the
matchups.
playoffs. You know, as matchups,
Yep.
yeah. Coaching
Yeah.
is
Yep.
big part of matchups. So if you out here with the same shit you was running all regular season, and next thing you know y'all get bombed on like y'all did, these boys
Mhm.
out here them hungry. These young
Yep.
sharks is hungry. We've been studying y'all all year. So you got to
Yep.
come out and pick some shit up. You know what I'm saying? You gotta stay on your toes.
Yep. And then the experience is with Chris Finch as far as coach goes. So listen, we gonna see, man. But I'm gonna go with the Lakers. I think they gonna make some adjustments. They gonna make it a good one. I think it's gonna be a close game, but I think the Lakers pull it out.
Agreed.
Agreed.
Yes, sir,
Agreed.
man. That's what it is. Q, you got a message before we end it off?
Yeah, good episode, guys. And again, special shout out to the chat. I like to show love to the chat and all our supporters. You know what I mean? No matter if you on Facebook, Threads, wherever you following the MadMizzy Sports Show journey, shout out to y'all, man. Because without y'all, again, it ain't no us.
Yep.
Guys, if you looking to support the machine, we all could use a little help. You know what I'm saying, guys? So if you're looking
Hmm.
to support the machine, get at us on the Cash App, dollar sign What Up Squad. Again, the official Cash App of the MadMizzy Sports Show is dollar sign What Up Squad, and that's what it is, guys.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Feed the machine. Feed the machine. Stay tuned. We got a lot of stuff that's going on once we start hitting these milestones. And of course, like Q always says, we appreciate the support. You feel what I'm saying? All right. Appreciate y'all time, fellas. You got a message before we dip, Ron?
Keep supporting, baby. Keep supporting, man. God bless all y'all.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Y'all enjoy the games tonight. be back tomorrow. If not tomorrow, we definitely be back Thursday to preview the NFL draft, man. We got a lot of stuff that's going on, a lot of stuff to talk about. You dig what I'm saying? Enjoy the games. Have a good night. Squad.
Squad.